Welcome to 5 Minutes With. Today's guest, from the Catholic Independent Schools of the Vancouver Archdiocese, Pat Gillespie. Hey everyone, welcome to 5 Minutes With. I'm really pleased to welcome special guest today, Pat Gillespie. Welcome, Pat.
Well, hello, Jason. Good to be here.
Yeah, well, it's great to get a chance to talk to you. We haven't talked for a little while. We have a long history going back. In fact, I think we even might have crossed over a year in high school at St. Thomas More.
St. Thomas More, yes.
Yeah. And then recently our kids graduated together.
That's right.
So maybe tell everybody a little bit about your role with the Catholic Independent Schools.
Sure. So I'm one of 4 educational consultants. And my background, though, is in religious ed, I guess you could say. I worked for the diocese for 18 years before that. So catechesis, evangelization, that's kind of the field that I come into. And I get to support the schools in that. How do we hand on the faith? So it's pretty amazing to think I get to do this.
It's been awesome getting a chance to work with you in that capacity. And one of the important things that you're trying to do is institute catechesis of the Good Shepherd in more of our elementary schools. Can you give everyone a 30-second synopsis of what that would look like?
30 seconds, sure. Actually, I should be doing this all quietly with my some materials to show you this.
That would be beautiful.
But if I had to sum it up, it's so hard to sum up, but it's really introducing these young people to the mystery of who God is. So rather than all this sort of a notional or trying to teach them all kinds of theories, which have their place, this is really the mystery of the child that encounters the mystery of God.
And it's beautiful. I think for people who haven't seen it before, it is based on the Montessori method of teaching.
Yes. So yeah, Maria Montessori, who we probably have heard of, contemporary with another 2 ladies that started this in Italy at the same time in Rome. And using what Maria was discovering, they brought together, I guess, her methods, if you want to say that, with another lady who has a deep Hebrew understanding of the Hebrew scriptures. And with her, they worked out sort of scripture and the sacraments, the Mass in particular, how to enter in with children in a real living way.
While I have you, I wanted to ask you about something else. I'm going to show off a little bit. Don't worry, I'm wearing an undershirt. I'm wearing a t-shirt here that I was given back in the day, Catholic Pacific College. And now you worked there, right?
I did, although it was called Redeemer Pacific College back then.
Tell us a little bit about that school, because I bet you a lot of my families in my school haven't heard of it before.
Yes, yeah. It's I think the easiest for me to start with the history is a family friend, Tom Hamill, who started it. And he graduated from Trinity Western. I was in at Trinity Western at the same time as well. And he was very close with one of the professors there who said, why don't you start a Catholic college? And that took off. And it was amazing, evangelicals and Catholics working together.
Yeah, and I've had nothing but good experiences with every graduate who's come from Catholic Pacific College. Myself, I'm a Trinity Western graduate as well. So.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. That doesn't say much for the school, but.
Hey.
So speaking of schools, I'm switching schools. I'm moving to your parish, Star of the Sea School in September. Can you give me a little heads up? What's it like? What am I in for?
Oh, it's the best. It is fantastic. You don't need a heads up. You just be who you are as you come over. The families are pretty involved and tight there. What we're really excited about, though, and wanting to build is the connection to the parish and the school community being so connected. It's unique in that it's such a huge parish with 3 different church buildings to try to stay in a community. And the school has it. We've always talked about that. The parents stay quite connected. So how can we infuse that through the parish too?
I think that the school is the best opportunity for evangelization that a parish has.
Yep.
So I'm really excited to be a part of that at Star of the Sea. Hey, speaking of excited, you mentioned that. What gets you excited besides your role with CGS and your active involvement in your parish? What does Pat Gillespie do for fun?
Oh boy, there's just so much in life. Music for sure. I grew up with music around me. My parents had so many albums and quite a few different genres, from like classical and composers through the 60s rock and the folk music, some jazz, I guess you could say. And I'd say started having kids. When we were first married, I started to let that go. And I stopped playing guitar. I stopped a lot of things. And it's just started to come back with my kids now actually grown. And my son actually really good at piano. But my younger kids are loving, my daughter in particular. We were listening to some Jim Croce. We were listening to, what else? Oh, some bluegrass. I mean, she's just having so much fun experiencing this. So sometimes my wife tells us to turn the music down in the house. But Led Zeppelin, I've introduced them to Led Zeppelin, the Police. I mean, everything. It's been, yeah, so that's one thing, is music. That's pretty exciting.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to let some Led Zeppelin play us out.
Oh, yes.
For joining me today on 5 Minutes With, Pat.
Thank you, Jason. It was a pleasure.